Ha?
Isang hapon. Good afternoon.
Doon muna kay George.
Sa mga
Kasi may
nanonood ngayon live our Facebook feed, gusto po namin kayong i-welcome dito po sa ating bagong programa. Ang inyo pong favorite program ay nagbabalik na ngayong hapon na ito, and we are live sa ating Facebook page. Welcome po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Joash Ricanor, and this is People Sports Conversations. Ayan, nakita nyo naman sa title natin somewhere there. I think nasa upper left ko ata na this is People Conversations. And if you're watching with us, malamang alam nyo na may nakita kayo na bagong look, fresher look sa atin kahit tayo magkasama on virtual realm. Pero hindi dyan natatapos ang lahat ng bago sa ating programa ngayong hapon na ito, dahil hindi lang all new look ang binigay namin sa inyo, binigay po namin, pero marami pa kaming surprises at fun and excitement na naghihintay sa atin ngayong hapon. At hindi ko kaya mag-isa lang yan, ha? Hindi ko kaya na mag-isa lang akong ibibigay ng fun and excitement. Mamaya po, ngayong hapon din mga kapanayam natin ang ating PSC top officials. Kasama natin ngayong hapon si PSI National Training Director Marc Velasco is here with us. Also our PSI Sports Physiology Head and ang pinakabagong Executive Director for National Academy of Sports, si Professor Josephine Joy Reyes, and ang ating national athlete, Filipina boxer, kauna-unahang Filipina boxer na nakapag-qualify sa Tokyo Olympics, as well as sa ating 2019 SEA Games, si silver medalist na si Irish Magno ay makakasama natin dito. So, star-studded ngayong hapon na ito, jam-packed, and ako po ay very excited in behalf of our PSC, in behalf of our chairman and our commissioners. So, pero, bago tayo magsimula, ito, pinangungunahan ko na po kayo. Ayan, hello sa 39. Very excited. Unahan ko na kayo sa mga bago po sa ating pong live, sa ating programa. Gusto po namin, we are inviting you to share, like, and follow ang ating PSC Facebook page. Dahil mamaya po, pagkatapos po, bago po matapos ang ating programa, meron po kaming surprise sa inyo. Meron po tayong trivia questions kung saan may chance kayo. May chance ka, yes, ikaw ang nanonood. May chance ka ngayon na manalo ng mga surprise giveaways from our friends from MILO Philippines who's also with us to this event. So, kailangan, ngayon pa lang, i-like mo na, i-follow mo na ang ating Facebook page, and pag-release na natin ang trivia questions. Ang unang tatlong sumagot, 3 lucky winners po ang mananalo ng ating surprise giveaways from MILO Philippines. And to get started, dahil matagal-tagal din tayong nawala, we'll try to give you the updates po from the latest updates mula sa ating ahensya. Ito po ang PSC this week. All right. So this week, although i-update namin kayo sa mga nangyari sa ating ahensya, dahil this week po maraming developments na nangyari within the agency sa labas ng ahensya. Unahin na po natin dyan, we're very glad dahil po ang 2021 budget po ng PSC ay approved na po ng committee level. Kahapon, nandun po ang ating PSC Chairman William Ramirez together with Commissioner Mon Fernandez and our acting Executive Director Roy. Pinesent po nila ang ating budget for 2021. And thankfully, and salamat po sa ating mga senators na nag-approve, including the Chairman of Committee on Sports, Senator Bongo, and the rest. Ayan po, inaprubahan po yan, and we're looking forward to more of that. Ngayong week din, in-unveil at in-announce po na isa sa ating mga PSC officials na matagal na Professor Joy Reyes ay in-appoint bilang Executive Director para sa National Academy of Sports. More on that later. Pag-uusapan po natin yan maya-maya lamang. And ngayong week din patuloy pa rin po, kung meron po tayong mga athletes na nanonood with us, patuloy pa rin po ang pag-distribute ng Philippine Sports Commission ng mga 20% discount booklets. So kung kayo athlete ka ngayon, nanonood ka and you have received it, so totally, ito po ay virtue ng provision po ito ng RA 10699 and as well as yung National Athletes and Coaches Incentives Benefits Act. So napatupad na po yan at na-enjoy na po ito ng ilan sa ating mga national athletes. Nakita po natin na natatanggap na nila ito. And so patuloy pa rin po itong binibigay sa mga athletes natin dahil provinces po sila. And as well, ngayong week din, patuloy pa rin po, hindi pa rin po tayo humihinto sa ating National Sports Coaching Certification Course. Ito po ay online coaching Sinimulan natin ito noong 2018 at ngayon patuloy pa rin tayo dito kahit on a virtual realm, magkakasama pa rin ang mga coaches natin for different regions. At ngayong linggo nga, sa dating October 8 to 10, tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang ating webinars for Region 10 and Caraga. October 15 to 17 for Calabarzon and Mimaropa. And October 22 to 24 sa Region 11 and sa Soxar. Mga close na po ito. Close na ang mga registration sa mga webinar na ito. Kung kayo po ay interesado pa, just contact our PSI coordinators as well. You can email them. Nandun po sa ating social media accounts. And as well, hindi pa rin humihinto dahil kahit nasa mga provinces po, patuloy pa rin pong suporta na binibigay ng PSC through our sports psychology unit and sports nutrition. Itong week lang po ang sports psychology unit natin, tuloy-tuloy pa rin sa kanilang webinar for our national teams. Ang tawag nila dito, Setting Goals webinar, kung saan na nakikipag-ugnayan regularly ang ating mga sports psychologists and sports nutritionists sa mga athletes natin to update them, to check on them, and para matrack pa rin ang kanilang mga ginagawa kahit na tayo ay magkakahiwalay. So, also, ito, hindi this week to, pero super backtrack lang din gusto natin i-welcome itong development na ito dahil sa pagkakapirma po ng Pangulo ng Bayanihan to Recover as One Act 2, ito po ang mag-restore ng full monthly allowances po ng ating athletes and coaches for the rest of 2020. So, salamat po sa ating mga political leaders, ating presidente, as well as mga sports leaders sa bansa. And lastly, binabalik natin ito, belated happy birthday po to our commissioner, Comon Fernandez. Yan, Comon, if you're watching, belated happy birthday. Nag-celebrate po si Comon ang kanyang birthday ito, October 3. So, we're really glad na kasama pa rin natin ang ating mga patuloy. And binabati natin ngayon ang mga nanonood sa atin. Yan, may mga nanonood po tayo. All right. Thank you. Thank you everyone. May mga coaches tayo, may mga athletes din na nanonood with us. So keep on watching, and sinabi ko nga po kanina, patuloy po keep on watching ang ating program dahil we have a lot in store for you this afternoon. Yan po ang mga updates natin sa PSC this week. Ngayon naman, naalamin natin ang status ng isa sa ating mga athlete, sa ating mga primed athlete ngayon na talagang nagbigay ng karangalan sa ating bansa. Kakamustahin natin siya ngayong hapon na ito. So this segment na pangalanan natin, Kumusta, Atleta? Alright. Okay. So, ayan na, may bago tayong segment. Meron tayong pakulong ganun. So, para makita ng ating mga viewers na nandito na tayo ngayon sa stage kung saan kakamustahin naman natin ang ating mga athlete kung ano bang saan ba sila ngayon, ano ang updates, buhay nila, and everything on them. At sa ating first episode ngayong hapon na ito, makasama natin ang ating champion, ang ating first Filipina boxer na makapag-qualify sa Tokyo Olympics. And nandun siya ngayon sa Iloilo province. Irish Magno, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sir Josh. At sa lahat po ng nanonood po.
Alam mo, napansin talaga yung background mo. Sobrang ganda. Nasaan ka ba ngayon, Irish?
Sa ngayon, sir, dito po ako sa bahay ng lola ko kasi yun nga po, maingay po kasi sa bahay eh. May party po sila doon eh, kaya maingay po.
Oo, tingin ko mukhang maganda. Napaka-refreshing nung background mo dyan.
Yes po. Kaya nga po eh.
Okay. Irish, ito, since very happy kami sa achievements na nakuha mo nito para sa parangalan sa ating bayan. E ngayon naman gusto pa namin kamustahin. Kumusta ka ba dyan? Ano ang ginagawa mo ngayon? And patuloy ka pa rin ba sa pag-training mo ngayon? Haba kahit nandyan ka sa province?
Okay naman ngayon, sirs. Yun nga po, tuloy-tuloy pa rin po yung online training po namin with coaches and boxers po. Andiyan naman po sila Coach Boy Velasco, Coach Rinaldo Galido, saka sila Coach Mitchell, saka si Coach Don Abnit po na nag-guide po sa amin sa online training po namin.
So tuloy-tuloy pa rin pala yon yung online training mo kahit na
Okay. Opo, tuloy-tuloy pa rin po. May binibigay po sila na training po sa akin morning and sa afternoon, yun po yung online training po namin.
Anong oras ka nagtitrain pag hapon?
Kapag hapon po, 4:00 po ng hapon yung start po ng training namin, sir.
Wala ka namang ginagawa
Opo.
at that time.
Meron po, sir. Yun nga po kasi namatay po si lolo, kaya tulong-tulong po kami dun sa bahay po ng tito ko. Kapag may free time po ako, pumupunta po muna ako dun, tapos umuwi lang po sa bahay para magpahinga.
Alright. So, talagang busy pa rin, hectic pa rin. Busy pa rin na schedule ni Irish Magno kahit na nandyan na siya
Opo.
with her family. Gusto lang namin alamin, kasi isa ka dun sa mga 14 or 18 athletes na nag-train dun sa Baguio bago mag-pandemic, di ba? Or nung kataabutan kayo.
Opo.
Tapos, dumating kayo sa Ultra around July, tapos nagpa-test kayo dun sa Ultra, nag Philippine Sports Commission ng swab testing. Pwede mo share sa amin kung anong pakiramdam yung at that time nung nasa Baguio ka, tapos babalik kayo dito sa Ultra, magpa-test hanggang sa makauwi ka?
Opo. Yun nga, sir, tapos na po namin ng qualifying, umakyat po kami ng Baguio para doon po muna magstay. Yun nga lang, naabutan po kami ng ECQ po doon, kaya hindi na po nakauwi. And then, yun nga po na nag-advise nga po yung sa PSC na lahat daw po ng athlete is pauuwiin. So, pinayagan na po umuwi. So, nagstay po kami sa Ultra. Na-lockdown din po kami doon sa Ultra hanggang sa nagpa-swab test po kami. So, alam mo yun, sir, yung feeling na, kasi ako na lang, sir, naiwan mag-isa sa Ultra. Lahat ng mga kasamahan ko, nakaalis na po sila. Nagkaroon po sila ng flight na pauwi na po sa kanilang probinsya. So, ako na lang naiwan dun, sir. So, sobrang nasistress po ako, ganun. Pero, yun nga po, sir, andyan naman yung sila Sir Marcos na tumutulong po sa akin. At yung sa PSC din po, sila ma'am, yung sa psychology po. Gina-guide naman po nila ako kung ano po yung kailangan kong gawin. Saka na anuhan din naman yun, sir, na napawi yung lungkot nung nakauwi na ako dito.
Yun ang importante doon eh. Anong date ka ba nakauwi, Irish?
August na ako, sir, nakauwi dito, sir. August 3. Tapos naka-flight ako ng August 3, sir. Tapos yun na rin yung time na nag-lockdown na naman yung Manila. So, buti naka-flight ako pa uwi bago sila mag-lockdown na naman doon.
So grabe pala yung pinagdaanan mo hanggang sa makauwi ka dyan.
Opo.
Ngayon naman, Irish, ito, bago natin balikan yung, yung life mo bilang isang atleta noon pa. Gusto lang namin malaman dahil ngayon, ikaw ay isa sa mga atleta na nakapasok sa pag-qualify. Ano yung mga preparation mo for Tokyo Olympics? Ano bang intense na ka na ba ngayon? Nasa level ka na?
Sa ngayon kasi, sir, yung training pa din, di ba nag-online training nga kami. So tuloy-tuloy pa rin yun, sir. Inaantay lang talaga namin yung go signal nga po na pwede na makabalik yan sa Manila para makapag-sama-sama po kami with our coaches po na sa training po. Kasi iba po talaga pag andyan po sila coach na nagtuturo po talaga sa amin.
Sa women's boxing team ba, sino yung mga coaching team niya dyan? Coaching staff nyo, mga trainers nyo?
Apo. Sa women's po, andyan po si Coach Boy Velasco, Coach Rinaldo Galido, Coach Mitchell Martinez po. Sila po yung may hawak sa amin.
Okay. So, tingin mo, ito, fearless forecast lang dahil kami, we're very happy for you sa pagkakapasok mo sa Olympics. Ito, fearless forecast mo. Ano sa tingin mo yung tinatry mo bang abutin talaga yung gold medal for Olympics? Ano yung odds natin dito na laban ka?
Opo, sir, yun talaga po yung ini-aim ko po talaga kasi yun po talaga yung pangarap ko po eh. Saka yung makapagbigay po nung karangalan po sa bansa natin, yun po yung pinaka number 1 na priority po talaga.
Number one priority talaga. And speaking
number
of
1 po talaga.
Yun. Speaking of pangarap. Ito dahil siguro may mga tayo ngayong hapon na nanonood sa iyo and very natutuwa sa life mo. Pwede mo ba kaming ibalik dun sa pangarap mo bago ka makating ngayong Olympics naman? Bago matungkol Olympics, pwede mo ba kaming mag-share sa amin sa paano nagsimula sa back na yung motivation mo, Irish?
Opo, sir. Kasi ako, sir, fourth year high school pa lang ako noon, sir. Niyaya lang naman ako nung pinsan ko na magpunta sa plaza para manood po sana nung training ng practice po ng mga volleyball, basketball kasi yun po talaga yung hilig ko na sport dati po. So hindi ko po napansin na sa inuupuan po namin sa katabi ko po, meron pong nagti-training ng boxing. Nag-training po sila. So puro po sila lalaki. So in-approach po ko nung coach nila, si Coach Roger Catolico. Sabi niya sa akin, sabi niya kung gusto ko daw po ba pumasok sa boxing. Kasi yun nga daw po, libre na po pag-aaral, lahat, may allowance ka na. So ako po kasi sir, gusto ko po talaga makatulong sa pamilya ko. So yun po talaga yung inisip ko. Sabi ko, gusto ko silang iangat, parang ganun. So gusto kong subukan sir, ganun. Kaya naisip ko na kahit sabi ko na kahit panglalaki itong sport na 'to, so malay mo kayanin ko, gano'n. Saka sabi ko baka ito na yung step ba na makatulong ako sa pamilya ko, sir.
So after nun, nung randomly in-approach ka nung coach, the following day ba sumama ka na sa training? Paano yun nangyari? Talagang pagsali mo doon sa
Yun sir, hindi muna ako sir hindi ko muna siya sinabi na oo, gusto ko sumali diyan. Nag-isip muna ako. So hanggang sa kinabukasan, ang bilis sir kinabukasan nakapag-isip na agad. Pagkahapon tapos ng klase ko, bumalik ako dun sa pinagtitrainingan nila. Nag-training ako. Hindi ako nagpaalam kila nanay. Nagtataka sila na sabi niya, bakit gabi na to umuwi si Irish? Ba't gabi na to umuwi? Ano ba ginagawa nito? Hangga't sa na-notice nila na yung damit ng tatay ko nawawala na ba sir? Kasi pagpapasok ko, nawawala na yung mga damit niya kasi pagpapasok ko ng school, nilalagay ko na sa bag ko kasi mag-iensayo ako Yun yung mag-iensayo ako ng hapon. So hindi nila alam. So inanuhan ako nila, sir, parang sinundan. Inabangan nila ako ba kung anong ginagawa ko. Hanggang sa nakita nga nila na gano'n, nagbo-boxing-boxing ako dun sa plaza. So pagka uwi ko, yun, pinagsabihan ako ni tatay ko kasi sir, ayaw niya na mag-boxing ako. Siyempre, babae kasi ako sir, ayaw niya siyempre masaktan. Sabi niya, panlalaki lang naman na sport yan. So hanggang sa wala na rin naman nagawa si tatay. Pero sa lahat ng mga games sir, hindi talaga siya nanonood. Hindi siya sumasama kasi ayaw niya talaga nakikita na ganyan, nabubugbog or nasasaktan, ganun po.
nalaman, oo nga, nabasa ko sa life story mo noon na nahanap lang namin somewhere na suot mo nga yung shorts tsaka yung parang jersey ba ng
Yung
tatay
damit,
mo.
opo.
Damit, oo.
Yes po.
Damit. So umuwi ka na nakaganon ka.
Hindi sir, isusuot ko ulit yung palda ko sir kasi naka-uniform. Isusuot ko yung palda ko saka yung uniform ko, ganon. Pero minsan nakalimutan ko na isuot. Syempre kasi nakauwi ako, suot-suot ko yung damit ni tatay. Kaya nagtataka sila na, ba't ganyan na, hindi ka ba pumasok kanito? Sabi ko nag-practice ako, ganon na lang yung sinasabi ko sa kanila.
And from that, yung pagsusuot ng shorts ng tatay mo, from that, nakasuot ka na nung totoong boxing shorts at nakasali ka sa national team. Paano ka naman
nakapag-compete
Irish tapos nakapag-compete ka sa mga PNG? Ano ba yung mga national games natin?
Yun sir, 2008 sir, National Open sa Iloilo po. Doon po ako nag-start at doon po ako nakuha ng ABA po para sumali po sa national team po.
So, from there, tuloy-tuloy ka na. Tapos,
yes,
ano ang unang international competition na nasalihan mo?
2012, sir, yung second Taipei International Tournament po sa Taiwan po. Yun po yung unang sinalihan ko international po. At pinalad naman po ako dun sa Taipei.
Sa Taipei pala yun. Ito ngayon, ito gusto ko malaman. Gusto rin malaman siguro ito ng mga nanonood sa atin ngayon. Nung pagpasok mo sa national team, sino na ngayon yung tinitingala mo na mga other female boxers sa national team natin? Kung paano ka nakikipagkaibigan sa kanila, paano mo tinuruan ka ba nila? Ano ba yung mga tips na binigay nila kay Irish Magno? Sino-sino yun?
Opo sir, kasi nung 2008 na yung sir, National Open, nakikita ko na talaga si Josie Gabuco sir. Siya talaga yung naging ano, kasi sabi ko ang bilis niya gumalaw. Parang ang galing niya talaga, parang lalaki na talaga yung galaw niya sa taas ng ring, sir. So hindi ko naman in-expect talaga na makukuha ko nung ABA po para makapasok po sa national team. So parang inano ko na lang po sa sarili ko na sabi ko, pag once na nakapasok ako sa national team, gusto ko maging katulad nila. Lalo na nga po si Miss Josie Gabuco po. So maging katulad niya kasi iba talaga yung galaw niya eh. So nung nandoon naman po ako sa national team na po, nakasama ko na po sila. Sobrang bait po nila, saka magaling po sila makisama. Kaya hindi ko po agad na naramdaman yung pagkalungkot na mawalay sa pamilya kasi andyan po sila na parang pamilya na po yung tingin nila sa'yo. Kaya sobrang happy ako na nakapasok ako sa national team at naging teammate ko po lahat ng babae po.
And ngayon, Irish, since papunta sa Olympics, sa Tokyo Olympics, Irish. Anong tumatakbo sa isip mo pag nandyan ka, nakauwi ka ngayon, may humaba yung preparation, may postponement ng Olympics. Anong pumapasok sa isip mo ngayon?
Una sir, masaya ako na nakauwi po ako dito sa amin po at nakasama ko po yung pamilya ko na kasi pag umuwi ako dito sir, 1 week, 2 weeks, balik na agad sa Manila. So ngayon parang ang saya ko kasi nakasama ko sila ng matagal. Pero at the same time naman sir, nalulungkot ako kasi alam mo sir, may pinaghahandaan ako. Tapos sa isip ko, sabi ko, kulang talaga. So paano na lang ako nito? Sabi ko, Olympic hindi siya basta-bastang laruin lang na or national open diyan. Ibang level na to sir eh. So parang nahihinaan ako ng loob sir na kulang ako sa ensayo. So parang ganun po yung nararamdaman ko.
Pero patuloy pa rin naman.
Yes po. Opo, patuloy pa rin po yung pag-iensayo nga po namin kasi nag-online training po kami. So na unti-unting nababawasan yung kaba at lungkot na naramdaman mo na gano'n, yung sa preparation mo.
Irish, pag nanalo ka sa Tokyo Olympics, anong plano mo? Anong plano mo after dito? Kung na-achieve natin yon, nagka-medal tayo sa...
Apo, yun nga po sir, kung ma-achieve po natin yun, laking pasasalamat ko po at syempre sir, priority ko po talaga is yun nga po yung pamilya ko po, matulungan ko po talaga sila. Saka yun po talaga muna yung iniisip ko. Pero habang wala pa po, yun nga, pinopokus ko muna yung sarili ko sa training po.
So, and I think kasama mo kami na patuloy na sumusuporta sa'yo at lalo ng PSC as well ang national team na tumutulong sa'yo. Thank you, Irish. Salamat sa pag-share ng mga thoughts mo na yon and nakapulot kami ng aral about sa pangarap at pagtupad ng iyong pangarap. Susuportahan ka namin yan. Thank you, Irish. Makakasama pa natin
Salamat,
si Irish mamaya. Makakasama pa natin siya dahil meron tayong bagong segment. But now, ngayon dadako naman tayo give us the latest updates around the agency. Makakasama po natin Sir Marc, Velasco, and si Prof. Joy Reyes dito sa Ask PSC. All right. Good afternoon po. Good afternoon lahat. Tayo po, nito naman tayo sa bagong segment natin na ito yung kung bago po kayo nanonood sa amin, ito segment na binibigay po namin. Ng mga latest updates sa ating ahensya and to answer all of those and to give us kung ano pang mga nangyayari sa atin. Kasama ko ngayon ang ating PSI National Training Director, Sir Marc Velasco, and ang ating Executive Director for National Academy of Sports, si Professor Joy Reyes. Good afternoon po.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Professor Joy, tayo niyo pong i-on yung video niyo, Professor Joy. Okay. Dahil ako, very excited tayo na malaman kung ano yung mga recent updates within the agency. Ayan, kasama natin si Prof. Joy. Prof. Joy, unahin ko po kayo. Welcome po to People Sports Conversations. Good afternoon.
Hi, Josh. Good afternoon to everyone.
Prof, ito na. Dahil gusto itong malaman ng lahat at dahil we're very excited, we're very proud of the recent happenings around the agency. Prof, gusto po naming malaman yung how do you feel? Ano pong reaction nyo ngayon dahil from PSI Sports Physiology, kayo po ay naatasan na po to be the Executive Director for National Academy of Sports.
Yeah, of course, Josh. I'm very honored to be chosen to lead and direct the academy, and with the passage of the Republic Act 11470, it's really a dream come true. I know, sports people, sports fan, coaches, athletes. I'm sure ito na yung mga sana meron tayong ganito, no? It's a dream. Actually, it's really a dream come true, and I'm sure everyone is also excited for the creation of the National Academy of Sports, and of course, it's a reality for us, and this will be a backbone and the foundation of a stronger sports development program.
And talagang good news. Ito po, milestone. Ito po isang milestone
Yes.
para sa PSC for that. Sir Marc, Sir Marc, pwede niyo po bang i-share sa amin how did this po ang selection process nito? How did it came about na si Prof. Joy po ang ating
Well, basically, there was a pool of different people in sports and in the academe. And I'm not privy to the meeting because it was basically just the board of trustees of the NAS, which is composed of the Secretary of Education. Of course, vice chair is si Chairman Ramirez ng PSC. Members sila Congressman Bambol of the Philippine Olympic Committee. The Commission on Higher Education, chairperson sila Popoy de Vera. And there's two other members, which is from the private, but at that time wala pang napipili. So, but the meeting held was quorum, so may quorum sila. And then yung board of trustees, they screen the candidates, and obviously we were on the part of PSC, we were given a chance to submit names for candidates, and one of the names given was Joy Reyes, and I think the board unanimously voted because of her credentials and of her experience, sa grassroots, sa young athletes, developmental athletes, up to the elite athletes. So I think it's a big boost, especially when you start a new office like the National Academy of Sports. And Joy, she will not mention this, but she really have a strong background sa academe. She was, I think, department chair ng UST in one of their departments there. So, yung credentials ni Joy, it's not ordinary. So, but she will getting a support from PSC. Of course, the National Academy of Sports is under Department of Education, but with the assurance of chairman and the board of PSC, they will throw full support kay Joy Reyes, as we consider her one of our own. So we will be expecting a lot from the Academy of Sports. That's a big weight on Joy's shoulder, but I think she's experienced enough. She's capable enough to handle such, and she has mentors around her. So Chairman Ramirez will always be there, and the board as well, to give her a helping hand. So that's one of the things that PSC is proud to have one of its own appointed in this milestone law that has been one of the fastest law actually that has been processed lower house of Senate. So Joy, we wish her all the best, and we expect support from PSC as well.
Yes.
Thank you, Mark, for that. Thank you, Sir Mark.
Prof. Joy, dahil po dyan sa sinabi, gusto naming malaman, ano ba yung difference nitong with you being the executive director for NAS and dun sa previous task niyo po sa PSC as our sports physiology head. Ano po ang pinagkaiba nito po?
Ako, actually, syempre, no, yung pinagkaiba doon is that, like now, being the executive director, it's really more on the administration, no? So I will be responsible in the administration and operations on the day-to-day operations of the academy. At the same time, since this is a in a school system, so I have to ensure that the policies and the policies and the guidelines set by the board are properly implemented and coordinated. And also being the director, syempre, I'll be sitting as member of the board, okay, and also will be recommending policies that will be, to para at least man lang makonduct siya ng maayos and to have an efficient operations for NAS. Now, yung ginagawa ko naman sa MSAS, sa sports physio unit, malaking difference to, pero yung consultancy kasi when I talk about when I say consultancy, it's really more on talking to people, it's really more on helping people, and my responsibilities and MSAS is purely athletes, no? I monitor them on a quarterly basis, and for the past 27 years I've been doing that. So as head of the physio unit, so ang dami ng talagang mga dumaan na mga atleta, which of course we ensure that before they compete, maayos ang kanilang performance level. So yun yung difference. So yeah, Josh, thank you.
Atleta din si Joy dati. So.
Yes po. As we know, former athlete din si Prof. Prof, nakikita ko lang ha, gusto lang natin, Alcati for a moment, gusto natin i-mention po yung mga nanonood sa atin sa live feed at mukhang ang dami niyo po atang fan base ngayong hapon na ito. At nandito po sila ngayon, tumatagsa po sila at with the hashtag NAS is in good hands. So yun, nagra-rhyme yun ha. NAS is in good hands. Tapos merong hashtag Reyes is the best. Parang
parang barbecue restaurant.
Parang Reyes barbecue.
Parang may tagline po.
Magpapakain si Joy.
Parang may tagline po nangyayari. Pero thank you po sa mga Prof. Joy, gusto lang po naming malaman mga next plans po natin dito with you being with the NAS. Pag-uusapan na po ba tayo? Is there a meeting with the board? And ano po yung mga next moves natin?
Yeah, thank you for asking that, Josh. Actually, my task as a director is very overwhelming, but I have 4 immediate plans in mind, One is that I really need to keep in touch. I have to keep in touch with the BCDA president, Vince Dizon, regarding yung status at saka yung timeline for the infrastructure development. Okay, now second is of course I need to work closely with EPED with regards to the existing policies and for future operations of NAS. So kailangan ko malaman yun eh. In fact, tomorrow I'll be having a meeting with them. So I hope I'll be able to get an idea already of what have been done, so that I can really move forward after that. And third, what I really plan also is to propose to the board in institutionalizing the Philippine Sports Talent Identification Program of PSC. Because this is really very vital, no? It really plays a vital role in the selection process of talents. And lastly, of course, since nag-umpisa tayo, I'm also planning to create a working group, okay, a small group to craft some developmental plans for NAS, and this will also involve and compose of my deputies. These are Professor Henry Daot and Professor, I'm sure everybody knows Professor Henry Daot, and Professor Bert Madrigal of UPCHK, which also happens to be my batchmate, no, in UP. So they will actually do a very critical role in NAS as in the administrative and sports development programs. So actually, yun yung mga 4 na naisip ko na immediately that I have to do as as a newly appointed executive director.
Yes,
And
Prof.
Josh, I'd like to add, no, si Chairman Ramirez, they offered an office space and a conference area for the NAS. So,
Sa Ultra po ito. Sa Ultra po
yes,
ito.
dito
Yes.
yan sa Ultra. It's right beside DepEd, literally 2-minute walk. So it's really a time for PSC and DepEd to work together, and we have Joy who can bridge the gap. So expect more programs between the two organizations or two agencies, DepEd and PSC.
Sir Marc, kanina you mentioned na magandang ground yung maganda yung situation that we're in kasi hindi ito parang lahat ngayon ay bago dito sa NAS and hindi ito from past leadership and ano yung impact nun sa culture that we're trying to create dito sa NAS with the leadership as well as yung implementation nito down to the grassroots level po sa Pilipinas?
I think Joy being at the helm together with her two deputies, which are part of the academe and sports people, I think it's more grounded to a sports specific program rather than purely an educational program, which what the law actually intends to do is to provide an avenue for student athletes to again excel in sports at the same time hindi na pag-iiwanan yung education nila. And it's critical that Joy would be able to work with DepEd, and she's in fact is the office is under the Department of Education. I'm sure Secretary Briones and her team will give her their full support sa kay Joy.
Kaya for sure Prof. Joy yung mga nanonood din po sa atin ngayon in full support ngayong hapon na ito with that. Gusto lang po naming malaman po, Prof. Joy, since ngayon, kung may mga nanonood sa atin ngayon na young talents, high school students from provinces and mga varsity players from elementary to high school, nanonood sila and they see this as a chance na for them to really step up their game and magkaroon ng opportunity for them to learn and to know more on a higher level. Bilang former athlete po, how do you feel na meron na tayong ganito sa wakas sa Pilipinas po?
Oo nga, parang nga gusto kong bumalik na pagiging atleta ulit no, having yung bang pag nalaman mo na meron ng ganitong Academy of Sports, no, it's very motivation, no, it gives a lot of motivation to our young athletes. They have to look forward to this kind of training or this kind of facility that the government will be building or establishing for future athletes, no. Ang message ko lang talaga sa kanila, of course, you have to strive harder and try different sports kasi sa talent identification, if I'll be given a bit of time to explain further. Pag sinabi mo kasing sports talent, this is it has 3 stages, no? It has 3 stages. So first, you have to identify potential talents with innate abilities, no? So ito yung mga bata talaga, actually nagsa-start to from age 8 to 16. So and then so after identifying them, we will select, no? We do talent selection. So after talent identification, we do talent selection. And then, of course, from the selection process, so they will be undergoing a different kind of test, a different set of tests, para talagang malaman that they are, good at the important parameters of fitness, no? So ito na yung after talent selection, they will be put in a training program for talent development. So it's a scientific approach. So there's really a process of selecting talents. So kaya yung mga bata, so please parents, please allow them to do multiple sports, to join a lot of sports, get your kids exposed in sports kasi doon lang nila malaman yung gusto, ano. And also I just want to say lang na sana wag natin pilitin lang dun sa sports na very popular. I'm sure there'll be a lot of avenues for them to try different sports. Kasi sa talent program, an athlete or a talent or a kid can actually specialize in 5 sports, no? So pwede na pagpilian. So kung ano yung ano niya, kung saan siya naayon, kung saan niya talaga gusto, yung hilig niya, then doon natin siya dadalhin. Huwag natin siya pipilitin doon sa isang sport na hindi niya masyado or pinipilit lang sa kanya. So kailangan talaga this will really come out naturally from him or from her. So yun. So I really encourage all kids to get involved in sports because there is really a space for them to enhance and develop their talents. Kaya nga yung selection process ngayon sa SB will be creating some guidelines and policies for that, for screening athletes who are really qualified to be in the school system.
Okay po. All right. And ito, Prof, may konting tanong lang tayo from our friends in media. They're also watching. Prof,
For sure.
may tanong sila, ano po ba daw yung qualifications na kailangan para makasama yung isang atleta sa makapasok sa NAS Academy? And kailangan ba na nagko-compete sa mga international level o kailangan may medal siya? Ano po yung mga do we have the requirements for that or are we still crafting that po?
Yeah, actually that's the one that I really have to of course everything has to be coordinated with DepEd and of course, itong mga talents na to, syempre there are, kaya tawag natin na these are, pag sinabi mong kasing talent, these are innate abilities, no? So there will be a series of tests that will be conducted so that they will be tested. So objectively, they will be measured on the capacity of their performance. So hindi lang yung parang subjective tayo, magaling yan, magaling tumakbo yan, no? Or mataas tumalon yan, kunin na natin. So what we are offering in NAS is that there should be a scientific approach on how to select these talents. So pag we have to test their jumping ability, then of course there's a kind of test that we will be using to evaluate this certain parameter. So dadaan talaga sila sa mga series of tests for them to be identified, no? They will be screened. Okay, so yun. So meron talagang mga ganong qualifications kasi hindi biro itong NAS, no? I think I was asked before, parang sabi ko, this is not just a unit, this is not just a department, this is a school, no? That will hone or improve the abilities of the student athletes.
So there. It's something that we should look forward to po, no? as we go along the implementations and yes. Again, ito po ay nasa situated po ang ating NAS sa sa New Clark City po.
Yes, that's right, Josh. It will be at the New Clark City. So naman, I'm sure everyone was able to witness our hosting of SEA Games. So there already been existing training facilities. So ang plano is talagang to build more training facilities, no? So that will really motivate our coaches, even our athletes to train. So kasi isang importanteng isang importanteng motivating tool when you see very nice facilities, you have good equipment, there all means for an athlete or for a talent to be trained properly, no?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. Grabe, ang daming update, ang daming good news for us, for the PSC and as well as for the whole sports community. Babalik natin si Irish here with us, Sir Marc, dahil meron siyang dahil nasa segment tayo ng Ask PSC. So with that being said, we give this opportunity to our athletes to ask questions to our POC officials and hopefully, tingin ko naman masasagot. So Irish, welcome back. Hello.
Gusto ko yung background ni Irish talaga.
Gusto ko rin yung background ni Irish talaga.
talaga
Irish,
natural.
Irish, may question tayo kanina, no? Meron kang question ngayon kay Sir Marc?
Opo, meron po akong question for Sir Marc Velasco po. Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Go ahead, Irish. Good afternoon, go ahead.
Sir, gusto ko lang po sana malaman if ever po na may go signal na po na pabalikin kami dyan sa Manila, saan po ba kami may magti-training at magsi-stay po for training po?
Okay. Thank you, Irish, sa tanong mo, no? And very timely kasi we already submitted request to the IATF na kung pwede, pasimulan na natin pa-train yung Olympic athletes. Kasi as of now, ang allowed sports lang po is non-contact individual sports na mag-practice. Tapos only sa team sports, only professional. So we forwarded a request sa IATF, although PSC is part po ng Joint Administrative Order. We find it proper na to raise the request sa IATF. And I think before marami namang positive na reaction about having the Olympic athletes start training, no? Especially with contact sports. So marami pong contact sports ang involved sa Olympic training. We have, of course, yung boxing, kung saan ka you belong. We have karate, we have judo, we have taekwondo. Most of our top bets would be coming from contact sports. And for the part na kung saan kayo magte-training, we are working out with your association. Kung pwede, there's a really very good facility in Laguna which is owned by NU, the Inspire Academy, but we are just that's one of the venues na nakikita namin. Another one is a training center dito sa May Parañaque, but we will be working out yung finality niyan with Chef de Mission, Araneta, and your NSA officials. Kasama po dyan si Sir Ed Picson. And hopefully, we will be able to have, once we get the reply from IATF, mabilis na po yan, Irish. We will be bringing back all our Olympic athletes. Obviously, kasama din dyan yung mga sparring partners ninyo kasi mahirap naman kung ikaw lang, di ba? Walang difference kung anong training mo dyan. Dito, wala kang so we'll be also forwarding sa IATF. And I think sa JAW as well, yung controlled contact between two persons. So it's either going to be on a bubble environment that is going to be well monitored by PSC and the POC. So we just have to have a little patience because to be honest, we cannot really compare ourselves with sa ibang bansa kasi our health situation is different from the other country. But I know that you guys are taking care of yourself. We are monitoring your training and we are throwing all the support. In fact, sa Senate yesterday, they really throw in their support para po sa mga Olympians natin. So hopefully, and in fact, this Friday, we will have a dialogue with all the Olympians together with the CDM, Araneta, and PSC board. So lahat po yan, we will address that and we will take care of the Olympic qualifying athletes at saka yung mga Olympic bound athletes natin.
And I think yun. Thank you, Irish. Thank you, Sir Marc, sa pagsagot. Sir Marc, ito na last na lang. Si Prof. Joy is also here. For sure needed po are working on health protocols with this or kung yung training setup nila naka-bubble setup, mayroon po ba tayong plans on that?
The individual health protocols ng sport nila is already available. We just have to really finalize yung venues kasi specific venues needed specific protocol. So we cannot just throw in, any standard protocol from any venue and apply it to a venue that they belong kasi iba-iba naman talaga yung venue. So but nonetheless, I think yung IATF will provide a positive response on our request.
All right. So that and many more. Marami po, thank you and I think salamat po sa mga information.
Now, Joe, I would like to add also that once we receive the go signal from IATF, we will begin to mobilize bringing back the national team. Yun lang po yung pinaka-tricky kasi the flights and the permits would take a little time. So we're looking at maybe maximum of 2 weeks to bring them back in. But other than that, we have this proposed venues from different NSAs, and we will be working out with the NSAs and with CDM Araneta on how we can proceed with their training.
All right.
So yun lang po, hinihintay natin yung go signal sa IATF.
Alright. Ito naman po, since bigyan naman natin ng opportunity yung mga nanonood po sa atin to ask questions to our PSU officials with here. Ito, may nagtanong, may we know po from Sir Marc what is the timeline for the return to training ng mga Olympic qualifiers? I think nasagot na ito ni Sir kanina.
Yes, basta nabigyan tayo ng go signal ng IATF, we are looking at maybe 2 weeks from that go signal to mobilize or bring back our athletes. So hopefully we will be able to bring them down as soon as possible once the IATF go signal na po.
All right. And also a question dito for Prof. Joy. Maybe know how to can get in touch with you daw po para daw po get in touch with you. I think may in the coming days, Prof, meron po tayong re-release na contact details, so officials can also get in touch with you po.
Yeah, actually, I don't know if I have to divulge my number, but but you just nasa ano naman ako, nasa Facebook, so just type the name Joy Reyes, then just leave a message there. In the meantime, so ganun muna, no? So you can search for me sa Facebook, then that's the good venue for you to ask your questions, or yeah.
Okay. I think we will entertain
pwede ako magtanong, Joash?
Sige po, Sir Marc.
Tanong ko kay Irish.
Yon, balik ayan naman. Ask atleta na ata ito.
Irish, ano bang ginagawa mo ngayon? Alam ko medyo kalaban natin is boredom. So ano ba yung mga ginagawa mo as athlete ngayon that would keep you from worrying too much?
Yan, maganda yan.
Ako kasi, sir, hindi ko iniisip yung board na yan, sir. So parang inaaliw ko yung sarili ko sa training kasi everyday, sir, may training kami online. So pagka morning naman, may training din si Coach Boy na sinisend sa akin. So ginagawa ko rin siya. Pag may mga extra time ako na wala kaming training, yun nga po, pupunta ako sa gym. Tapos nung last nga po, sir, nagapas ako ng palay, sir, kasi walang training So, ano pa yun, sir? Dagdag pa yun sa, sir, di ba? Nagtulong ako kay nanay magapas ng palay. Yes, sir.
So nakapagtanong si Irish kay Sir Marc, kasi Sir Marc naman ay nakapagtanong kay Irish ngayong hapon na ito. Pero to our guest po, no, Sir Marc, Prof. Joy, hindi po na tayo natatapos dito. Sa ilang sandali lang po, meron po tayo panibagong segment na i-introduce to everyone. And ito for sure, very fun and excitement. Stay tuned po. Magbabalik.
Parang kinakabahan ako dyan,
Stay tuned.
Ako din.
Magbabalik po ang People Sports Conversation sa ilang paalala.
Great things start from small beginnings. Growing up, reach early for your dreams. Face the day, there's a new challenge. A chance to be better. A chance to become your dream. Growing up with champion energy. Growing up with Milo. Milo every day.
Tara na? Game? Champions, together, let's continue our champion journeys at home.
Alright, nagbabalik po kami dito sa kasama natin ngayon pa rin si Irish Magno, ang ating Olympic qualifier, si Sir Marc with us and Professor Joy. At ito ganda tayong nasa magandang segment tayo ng ating programa. Ito po ang Champ Camp, supported by MILO Philippines. Dahil supported ito ng MILO Philippines at dahil kasama natin si Irish ngayong hapon na to, tuturuan tayo ni Irish ng konting boxing training na pwede nating magamit habang tayo ay nasa at home at tayo nasa bahay natin with the confinements of our home ngayong pandemic. Irish, sige na, take it kami ano yung turo sa all right. I think umuulan kila Irish ngayon, Sir Mark Prof. Joy, biglang umulan nung na-check natin.
So nawala na signal.
Oo, na-check
Nawala siya ng
oo.
signal.
natin back on her. Pero ito po, Sir Mark, Prof. Joy, ito, magandang segment po ito for us dahil ito po, hindi lang po ang mga audience natin na nanonood ang pwedeng gumaya nito, pero kayo rin po. PSN. Sir, nag-usapan na natin.
Sana hindi na magkaroon ng signal si Irish.
Nawawala ata, wala na ata signal si Irish.
Nako,
Lumakas
wala ng
yung
signal.
Nako. Ito na tayo. Mukhang
ang galing ang lakas ng dasal namin.
Share ko lang po. Dahil ito po sa segment na ito, dahil sa Champ Camp, talagang bilang po ng programa natin, gusto po natin na lahat po tayo ay matuto from our national athletes dahil hindi lang naman sila ang dapat nag-training on their own. Dapat tayo din elevate. And I know naman si Sir Marc at si Prof. Joy ay very fit and they're conducting personal trainings. Tama ba, Sir Marc?
Ako na lang ata hindi nagpa-flatten ng curve eh.
ano po yung curve na? Anyway, ayan. I think nagkakaroon lang ng connection problem ngayon kila Irish. Pero as we get her back, tuturuan niya tayo ng konti lang naman, konting basic training po.
Yes.
For about na pwede nating i-take in to our everyday routine exercising. We're trying to reach her out pa rin as of the moment. Hindi na ba si Irish?
Malakas magdasal si Ma'am Joy eh. So
mukhang mauudlot po ang Champ Camp natin today. Pero I think we have a video of Irish na Meron tayong video nito, Sir Mark, hindi po kayo makakaligtas. Meron pong file video na sinend sa amin si Irish na nagtuturo ng basic stuff.
Talaga? Okay.
Oo naman, sir.
Maganda, panoorin natin yan.
So I think if flash natin yun any moment now and pag pinapabang gagayahin din po natin.
Talaga?
Oo naman, sir. Okay po. Okay, so may video na tinuturo si Irish. So, Sir Marc, Prof. Joy, tingin tayong mabuti dito sa present nating video in just a while. All right. Ako excited talaga ako na makita si Sir Marc.
Ilang minutes na lang
parang hindi ko kayo
Joy.
marinig.
Parang walang signal. 2 minutes na lang ata eh.
Hindi po. Malapit na po. Ito na po tayo. So, I think the video is already na. I think. Alright. Okay, I think we're taking the video. Ikaw ba, Sir Marc? Ito, sir, segue ko lang habang hinihintay natin yung video. Matanong ko po.
Hindi na natin hintayin yung video, Joel.
For the information of everyone. Sir Marc, kayo po, ano support nyo nung kayo po ay nasa prime nyo pa, Sir Marc? Hanggang ngayon, sir.
Ang dami akong involved sports. I started out actually volleyball nung grade school.
Uy,
alam ni Joy yan, volleyball, and then high school nag-volleyball varsity ako. So at that time walang uso libero. So we have to jump the same as yung mga spikers. So mataas ako tumalon. And then high school, like basketball, obviously basketball. And then nung naging professional na ako, especially when I was in Hong Kong, I involved, this was in 2008. I was into triathlon. So I became not a triathlete, but a trying athlete.
Okay, so madami pa.
And then I did trail running sa Hong Kong. Hong Kong has a lot of hills, so I did a lot of trail running there. Then when I come back 2016, I did a little bit of triathlon, and I was able to compete in a few triathlon nung I think the last one I did triathlon was in 2018. Was that year I did the Ironman 70.3 sa Davao, and
Wow.
then I did the Subic triathlon. So
Ayun na.
and then I did ano ba last ano lang I did a lot of cycling as well. So
Okay, so
yun
si
na.
Prof Joy, habang pabalik na si Irish, since mukhang
Last
welcome
stretch
side,
na ata, Joash. I think
nandito na si Irish. Kasama
malaki
natin
ang
siya.
babayaran ng PSE sa airtime, Joash.
Sir,
Oo.
Prof Joy, pwede ba naming malaman, Prof Joy, ano pong sport nyo before you go into...
Okay. Actually, I played volleyball for UP. So, and syempre naging part din ako ng youth team, ng national youth team. So, yun ang aking naging experience as an athlete. Aside from that, kasi before meron tayong tinatawag na mga commercial team, so naging I was also able to play for the commercial team. So
Okay.
yun.
Okay. Thank you, Prof. Sir Marc, ito na. Balik na si Irish. Irish,
Ay,
pinakaba mo. Pinakaba mo si Sir Marc at si Professor.
Kinakabahan ako
Sobrang lakas
ngayon.
po ng ulan.
Oo nga eh.
Nako, tamang-tama, malakas ang ulan.
oo.
Tama na.
I think,
Huwag na
Maya,
natin ituloy.
Pumunta ka na lang sa loob ng bahay.
Okay po.
Magkasipong ka pa dyan.
Ito po,
Kaya nga, sir eh.
ito po ang
Katatapos
purpose.
ko lang sa lagnat, sir.
Oo, tingnan mo, Joas.
Ulanan ka patuloy.
Pero going back, ito po ang purpose ng Champ Camp. Turuan po tayo ngayon ni Irish. Turuan niya tayo. Irish, sige na, go ahead. Ituro mo na sa amin kung ano yung dapat gawin ni Sir Marc at Prof Joy ngayong hapon. Go.
Sir Mark, ready ka na, sir?
Tama si Mark lang daw.
Ma'am Joy, ikaw din.
Ay, okay. Sige.
Go, Irish.
Sige.
So, ito ang gagawin natin, ma'am. Basic lang naman to, ma'am and sir.
Sige,
so,
sure.
bale, job
Okay.
straight lang tayo, ma'am, sir.
Job straight.
Pagkasundong natin ng job straight, step back,
Nawala.
and then,
Okay. Jab, step back.
job straight, step back, balik forward, 1, 2, job straight ulit. 1,
Okay. Isa pa, Irish. Isa pa.
Dali.
Isa
Sige,
pa.
game.
Okay.
Isa pa.
Job straight, atras, job straight, forward.
Okay. Ito gagawin na ni Sir Marc.
Oh.
Gagawin na ni Sir Marc at
Dali
ni
lang
Prof.
yan.
no?
Sir Mark, ang galing ni Sir Mark eh.
Oh.
Sir Marc,
no?
patingin nga kami.
Ayaw ko mapahiya
Oo,
yung mga kapilido ko, sila Ruel Velasco at saka si Onyok Velasco at saka si Coach Boy Velasco, baka pagalitan ako nun.
Okay
Lagot
po,
ka,
tama
sir.
yan. Okay, Sir Marc, pakita mo naman yon. Ano yung tinuro ni Irish?
Oh, so job straight, atras, job
Okay.
straight, abante, tapos job straight.
Yun!
Oh, galing.
Eto na.
Mga hook ni Ruel at saka ni Onyok. Yun yung
Oo,
mga-
sir. Oo.
Prof Joy, patingin naman kami.
So job
Okay.
straight, okay. Job straight, atras, job straight. Sumba, may ganun pa.
Oh, may uppercut
ah,
si ma'am.
Oh.
Oo.
Mga sumbagon, di ba?
Sumbago.
Sabi yun. Yun po, na interactive po talaga ang mga athletes at mga officials po natin sa Philippine sports. Tuloy-tuloy po.
Yeah.
Magkaka-connect na. Alam po nila yan. Alam po ni Sir.
Requirement yan eh.
Requirement po yan sa ating mga officials. And we're gonna end with this, pero again, maraming salamat po. Gusto ko magpasalamat kay Irish na nagturo sa atin. Irish, thank you very much. Kahit umulan,
Yes,
dumating.
Irish, buhay ka.
And
Sige
as
po.
well, Sir Marc Joy, any last messages po? Irish, pasalamat ka.
Unang-una po, nagpapasalamat po ako sa PSC, sa ABAP, kay Sir Ricky Vargas, Sir Ed Pixon, at sa mga coaches ko po and co-boxers po. Maraming salamat po sa inyo, sir. God bless po and stay safe po tayong lahat.
Thank you, Irish. Stay safe. Sir Marc?
Yes, sa lahat ng nanonood ng People Sports Conversation, maraming salamat po for joining us and continue to support our national team po. Continue to pray for them. Stay safe and God bless po.
Thank you, Sir Marc and Prof Joy.
Yeah, hello. Yes, maraming salamat, of course, for giving me this opportunity for PSC's People Sports Conversation. Tama na, no?
Yes po, yes ma'am.
Okay. Yes, and of course, again, the passage of the RA 11470 is truly a dream come true for Philippine sports. Ano? So I really would like to say that I'm very committed to deliver at the helm of NAS. Since we are really striving to develop a exceptional athletes through a very comprehensive development program. So of course, holistic yung approach natin dito. So because we wanted our student athletes to be good also physically at the same time mentally, you know. So maraming salamat for giving me an opportunity to be in this program.
Maraming salamat po to our guests and we'll cut you off from here dahil meron pa po tayong last segment for the program pero maraming salamat po for joining us, Irish Magno and Sir Marc Velasco and Professor Joy Reyes. Thank you everyone and we'll be back in a moment dahil meron po tayong isa pang segment before we end the program. Like and i-follow ang ating page dahil ito na ang time for our trivia question for the afternoon. Alright. I-flash natin ngayon. Meron tayong trivia question. Can we flash it? Ating trivia question for this afternoon ay who Filipino boxer to qualify for the Olympics? Ayan. Sa Tagalog po, sino ang kauna-unahang Filipino boxer na nakapag-qualify sa Tokyo Olympics ngayon? Yan Sino? Okay? I think I'm reflashing the question. Okay. Ito po sa ating trivia question Kanina ulitin ko lang po. I think hindi po ata nakarinig ng iba. Pero I think as we said kanina, if sinusubaybayan niyo po kami, sabi ko kanina before the start of our program, ilog niyo pong kalimutang i-like at i-follow ang ating social media account. So, mamimili po kami ng 3 na mananalo, lucky winners. I-comment niyo po ang sagot niyo ngayon. I-comment niyo po ang sagot ngayon. Sino ang Filipina qualify for the Olympics? I-comment niyo na po ang iyong answer now with a screenshot na finalo at nilike niyo po ang PSC Facebook page. Ayan. Comment your answers now and take a screenshot and finalo nyo na po ang PSC Facebook page. I-like nyo po sa comment section natin ngayon. 3 winners will be selected and makaka-receive po ng surprise giveaways from our sponsor from MILO Philippines. Ayan. I think may sumasagot na. And who is the first Filipino boxer to qualify for the Olympics? Po, comment down your answers with a screenshot na finalo nyo na ang PSC with a screenshot na finalo nyo ang PSC Facebook page namin. Ayan. Ito, medyo giveaway. Yes. Alam nyo na ako, very obvious ito na alam na natin ang sagot. So, it's a giveaway. We're giving you a chance to win exclusive giveaways from our friends at MILO Philippines. So, ayan. I think sinagot niya na po. I think someone has commented already. Huwag niyo pong kalimutan na ilagay yung screenshot. Then, i-comment down nyo rin ang screenshot ng i-like and finalo nyo na po ang ating PSC social media Facebook account. Yan. Diyan po yan. Will be flashed on your screen. ngayong hapon. So, okay. Again, first three to answer. All right. Congratulations, and we will be announcing the winners po the following day. Kinabukasan po we'll announce the winners kung sino po sa inyo ang nakatanggap ng exclusive prizes from MILO Philippines. And as we end the program, grabe, this first episode po na ating People Sports Conversations was really a blast. It was really a fun and meaningful conversation para po sa Philippine sports and para din sa ating mga national athletes. And I just like to go back to sinabi ni Professor Joy kanina na ito yung magandang time for us to really collaborate for the PSC and for the DepEd for the success na magkakaroon for the national of sports. And just want to highlight din kanina na as the PSC starts to the implementation ng National Academy of Sports, may mga plano po Mr. Professor Joy Reyes for the implementation. Una, yung to keep in touch with the BCDA. Maganda yun. And right now, we're thankful sa mga nanonood sa atin live via our Facebook page. And we just want to thank you for joining us. And we will see you next Wednesday for the next episode of People Sports Conversations. Kindly like and follow our social media accounts on Facebook. It's Philippine PSC, open and close parenthesis, Philippine Sports Commission. It's Instagram, it's at Phil.sportscommission. And sa Twitter, it's at PSC_gov. Maraming salamat po. Stay safe, everyone. This is People Sports Conversation. Good afternoon.